Hi students, welcome to our channel Physics Concepts by Ali sir. In the today's session, we are going to discuss about one very important topic for the polyset, that is the numericals in the heat. Now first of all, let's write the formulas of the heat, and afterwards we will go for all the numericals. And from this chapter, the numericals most will be the based on these formulas, and first of all you should have good command over all these formulas. This is for conversion. So first formula that we can expect in the conversion from degree Celsius to Kelvin is given by a formula capital T is equal to small t plus 273, and the same conversion from Kelvin to one second. Kelvin to degree Celsius. Small t is equal to capital T minus 273. Third one is resultant temperature. M1 T1 plus M2 T2 by M1 plus M2. Heat formula. Heat. Two formulas we can take. One is when there is a change in temperature, Ms delta T. When there is a change in a temperature, this formula should be used. Change in temperature in sense, what is that? The question is asked to 10 degrees Celsius to 100 degrees Celsius, or 0 degrees Celsius to 100 degrees Celsius. If this is what we are calling as a change in temperature. Whenever there is a change in temperature, we have to use this formula. Then another formula, that also based on heat, that we used to call it as to find out latent heat. And here in this letter, in this formula, Q is heat, M is mass of the substance, S is the specific heat. Specific heat sometimes will be given, if not given in sense, that is if it is water generally, specific heat of water is 1, you have to keep in mind. If not, value is not given, if it said water, then you can take S is equal to 1. This is Q is equal to ml, this also heat, to find out latent heat, this is latent heat Q, and so here is M is called as mass of the substance, and L is called as latent heat of the substance. Two values we have to take, and so this one we can take the value sometimes will be given, or if not given you have to take L ice, that is equal to 80 calorie per gram. Latent heat of ice is this is latent heat is two types, one is ice and the second one is vapor. L vapor, that value also you have to keep in mind. The L vapor, that is equal to 540 calorie per gram. So these are the formulas what this entire chapter is based on. So these all chapters, just take a screenshot. Now we will go to the applications, numericals based on this one. Completed? Good. And see here now what the applications numericals will be given in this chapter is. So now first of all, now let us see the question will be asked you. The first question based on capital T is equal to small t plus 273, means a conversion based. Now let us see. The first question will be asked you, convert 0 degree Celsius into Kelvin. So what we have to take for this one solution? T is given, T is equal to 0 degree Celsius. You have to convert it into Kelvin. What is the formula you should use? Capital T is equal to small t plus 273. That is equal to 0 plus 273. We can get ultimately 273 K. So K should be used. And so the next question, now let us go with the second question. Convert 27 degree Celsius into Kelvin. How can we convert this one? First of all, 27 degrees Celsius. That is a small t you should write. Small t is equal to 27 degrees Celsius. Capital T is equal to small t plus 273. That is equal to 27 plus 273. That is equal to how much is that? 300 K. Simple, very simple formula. There is no problem with that. And here this question will be asked you one more way also. Convert then what is the melting point of ice in Kelvin? This is very important one. So this one we will be asked melting point of ice in Kelvin. So this type of questions will be asked you. Melting point of ice, how much is that? That is then melting point of ice is a Kelvin. You take. And so melting point of ice we know. How much is that? Small t is equal to 0 degrees Celsius. This one only we can take. So melting point of ice. Convert melting point of ice in sensor. Then again we can do capital T is equal to small t plus 273. That is equal to 0 plus 273. That is equal to 273 K. So like that it will be. And next question one more also will be asked. Convert, write what is the, very often asking question, what is the boiling point of water, boiling point of water in Kelvin, water in a Kelvin. Don't get any confused over this one. Immediately the options will be given: A 100 degrees C, B 200 degrees C, C 300 K, D 373 K given. You should be very careful in the exam. In the exam, don't rush to answer immediately. Wait for a while. Go through all the options. So here is what is asked actually. This 100 degrees Celsius used to keep this one is an answer, because we know boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. But the answer is asked in the Kelvin. So the question was asked in the Kelvin. So you should be very careful that you have to convert into the Kelvin. How can you convert it to the Kelvin? That is small t is equal to, how much is that? We know that boiling point of water is 100 degree Celsius. And capital T is equal to small t plus 273. That will be, how much is that now? Then we have to write 100 plus 273. Then that will be 373 K. In this way we can write. And this is the first conversion. Okay, now got it? Very simple sum. There is no problem with that. Easily you can use this one. And afterwards, now let's go the next conversion. Okay, completed. Take a screenshot. Okay, right. And the next one, now let us go with that is conversion of degree Celsius, Kelvin to degree Celsius. This time Kelvin to degree Celsius. Kelvin will be given to you, and so the Kelvin we have to take into the degree Celsius. Conversion of Kelvin into degree Celsius. So what formula we can use? The formula is small t is equal to capital T minus 273. So first convert 373 K into degree Celsius. So how can we solve this one? Convert 373 K. So what is this one? K is there, Kelvin. So this is a capital T. Capital T is equal to 373 K. Then what is the formula we have? Small t is equal to capital T minus 273. That is equal to 373 minus 273. That is equal to 100 degree C. Okay, right. And next one is A. And this is the next one. Convert 500 K into degree Celsius. So the same procedure we can write. What is that one? Capital T is equal to 500 K given. Small t is equal to capital T minus 273. That is 500 minus 273. That is equal to 227 degree Celsius. Okay, in this way the conversion will be. Now here the very important model. Now let us take the very important model. Here is a body temperature is a body temperature 100 degrees Celsius, B body temperature, B body 300 K. Find the heat transfer or heat transfer from dash to dash will be asked. By seeing that numerical values, you should not get confused. As A temperature is given 100 degrees Celsius, 100, B is 300. As we know that heat transfers from the hot body to the cold body. But here we should not take like that because both are in the different systems. If any this type of sums comes, no, what you have to do? Whenever there is different states of temperature, different units of systems of temperatures are there, you have to make all quantities in one system. Okay, how can we? Now let us see that. For example, now when we suppose to take the small t is equal to 100 degrees Celsius and capital T is equal to, why I am calling as this is small t? Because degrees Celsius measures in small t. Why we are calling as capital T? Because this is a Kelvin expressed in the capital T. Okay, now if you without seeing the numerical the units, if you see only the numerical value, this one will be more. This is a body temperature, this is a B body temperature. We used to have a wrong assumption that the heat will transfer from A to B. No, then what you have to do? Now let's convert this two into the Kelvin. So capital T of the A body is equal to small t plus 273. Then how much will be that one? That is 100 plus 273. How much will get? That is equal to 373 K. Now see the two bodies. T A is equal to how much is that? That is 373. And T B is equal to how much is that? 300 K. So which is more now when you comparing these two? So the heat is A body temperature is more, B body temperature is less. So the heat will transfer from A to B. Got it? In this way, this is the very important model. This model is okay. Take a screenshot and let's see one more sum also. Completed, right? So here is in any time if the question is asked you in the different states, what you should do? Then you have to convert either the three bodies are and either all the bodies are in the same temperature or in the different temperatures. If same temperature means according to the numericals, then you can transfer. If different temperatures means different systems of temperatures means, then you have to frame all the values in one temperature. Now let us go with another question. This is one of the very important question. A body temperature is 100 degrees C. B body temperature (473 K). C body temperature is 373 K. So here is the question. What the question is asked? Find what are the bodies in thermal equilibrium? What are the bodies in a thermal equilibrium? So now let us take A and B. Find a heat transfer from among what bodies? So here is now let us see that. See the solution is it's a very easy question. Three bodies given with temperatures. A body temperature how much is given? A is equal to now let us take like this, temperature of A body. Okay, that is equal to 100 degrees Celsius. Temperature of B body is how much given? Temperature of B. I am using different lowercase letter I am using, uppercase letter I am using because this is a degree Celsius. TB is equal to the B body temperature is equal to 473 K and sea body temperature, that is equal to 373 K. So first question is, whenever what are the bodies are in thermal equilibrium, for that one what we have to do, if you notice 3 bodies are in the different temperatures, so what we should do, that all the temperatures should be taken into the same system. So these two are in the Kelvin, let's convert this one to into the Kelvin. So then capital T, let's make it, that is equal to how much is that, small t plus 273. So that is equal to how much is that, 100 plus 273, that is equal to 373 K. What is that one? A body temperature. A body temperature 373 K, B body temperature 473 K, and C body temperature 373 K. Now let's take the first question. What are the bodies are in thermal equilibrium? What are the bodies in thermal equilibrium now, which are having the equal temperature? What are the bodies? A body have 373, as well as C body have the same temperature. So A and C are in a thermal equilibrium. Thermal equilibrium. So the next one is, and heat transfer from, what are the bodies between, among which bodies the heat will transfer from? Here is, if you observe, A body temperature is 373, even C body 373, B body is 473. So heat will transfer from high body, high temperature body, which is that B body to both A and C. Heat transfers from B body to A and C. Okay, right, understood? It's very simple sum. Okay, just take a screenshot. Now let's go for the next one. Got it? Right, one of the very important model this is. And now let's go with the another side. This time now let's go with the principle of methods of mixture. Resultant temperature formula, let us take resultant temperature. What's the formula? It's very simple formula. T resultant is equal to M1 T1 plus M2 T2 by M1 plus M2. Now let us write the question. If mass of A body is 50 grams with 40 degrees Celsius temperature, B body mass is again 50 grams with 60 degrees Celsius. If these two substances mixed, what is the resultant temperature? So this will be the question will be asked you. If a mass of A body is 50 grams with 40 degrees Celsius temperature, B body mass is 50 grams with 6 degrees Celsius. If these two substances mixed, what is the resultant temperature? So here is now what formula we said, that is, first of all let us write the data. A body data. What is the A body? Mass is how much is that? 50 grams. Temperature is how much is given? T1 is equal to 40 degrees Celsius. B body is how much is given? B body mass is 50 grams. Temperature is how much is given? 60 degree Celsius. So what is the resultant temperature? T resultant. We have the formula. What is that one? M1 T1 plus M2 T2 by M1 plus M2. You may have a doubt. Sir, you are writing here small t, here it is capital T. No matter. If both are in the same temperature, we can use the same. If that is in the different temperature, we can write. Okay, wait. And here is M1 is then 50 into T140 plus this is M2 is 50 into 60 by M1 plus M2 50 plus 50. So here is then 4 5s 20 2 zeros plus 6 5s 30 2 zeros by, and this is 100. Ultimately 3 to 5000 by 100. So 2 zeros it cancels. Ultimately the resultant temperature is 50 degree Celsius. We can take this is the method. Okay, got it? Right. And here is now take a screenshot of this one. Now let's go for the next one, that is completed, right? And here now the next topic, that is a very important one. Based on this one the questions will come, and moreover very easy also, and that is completely based on heat. The formula for heat have two formulas before we discussed, and Q is equal to Ms delta T when there is a change in temperature exists. And second one is Q is equal to ML, and L ice is these values keep in mind, sometimes will be given, sometimes will not be given, and L vapor, latent heat of vapor, that is equal to 540 calorie per gram. Now let us see how the sums based on this one. And the first question is, and find the amount of heat required to convert 10 grams of ice at 0 degree Celsius to water at 100 degree Celsius. This the question is given. Okay, and here now let us see the solution. And here before solving these all numericals, here is a small analogy we will take, and this analogy you have to write down. See here, first solid will be there. This solid will be converted into liquid. So this liquid will be converted into again liquid. I will say what is this, and this will be converted into the gas. Now let us take ice cubes. Ice cubes temperature is 0 degree Celsius. Once when it is when we are supplying heat, this solid will becomes into water, that is ice water. Now let us call ice water. That temperature also, that is 0 degree Celsius only. Ice water temperature also 0 degree Celsius. And again this liquid is converting into the, again when we supplying heat, this water will turns into water, yet water that becomes into boiling water. At what temperature? That at 100 degree Celsius. Boiling water, still water only. Here is water and here is water. And what about this one? Then finally turns into the gas state. What do we call that? Is a vapor. And at this vapor, then how much will be this one? Vapor temperature is 100 degree Celsius. See here, liquid is consisting 100 degree Celsius, vapor too consisting 100 degree Celsius. If solid is converting into solid to liquid, then what formula we should apply? The formula we have to apply is here temperatures are same, that time we can use Q is equal to ML ice formula we can use. Okay, if the same temperatures are there, 0 and 0, ML ice. L ice we know that is equal to 80 calorie per gram. So what about this one? Liquid to liquid only again, but there is a change in the temperature. So what formula we should apply? Q is equal to Ms delta T formula we should apply. Okay, no? S is then because change in temperature is there. Change in temperature in sense Ms delta T. S value keep in mind, that is 1. Okay, and again if it is converting into the same temperature, 100 to 100 only, again 100 to 100, only the state is changing but temperature remaining same. In such case what formula will apply? Q is equal to ML vapor. ML vapor we can use. L vapor is equal to, how much is that L vapor? That is 540 calorie per gram we can take. So in this way, this is what the analogy, and this is what exact representation for converting. So the question will be asked you to convert 10 grams of ice from 0 to 0. Then how it will be? Now we will see that. Then how can we do those all sums? Now let us see here, and one moment we will do this sum. And here is, if the question is asked, how will you convert 10 grams of ice, 10 grams of ice at 0 degree Celsius to water at 0 degree Celsius? Then how can we do this sum? Now let us take this sum also we will do. And 10 grams of ice at 0 degree Celsius to 10 grams of water at 0 degree Celsius. So you have to convert ice to water. What formula we should apply? This is the formula what we have to apply. So Q is equal to M value, how much is given? 10 grams is given, 10 into. Then L value, how much is that? L value we know that is 80. So ultimately how much will become? This will become 800. Okay, no? 800 calorie. So in this way just we can do. If find 10 grams of ice, find the temperature required for to convert 10 grams of ice at 0 degree Celsius to water at 0 degree Celsius, means this formula we should apply. Okay, and see this one. And here now let us go with this one. Now find the same, and find the amount of heat. Find heat required. Find heat required for 10 grams of water. 10 grams of water at 0 degree Celsius to 100 degree Celsius water. So here what is changing? Temperature is changing. Did you notice that? Temperature is changing. 0 degree Celsius to 100 degree Celsius. So what formula we should apply? Q is equal to MS delta T formula we can apply. So M value how much is that? 10 grams. S value, that is water, so 1. Change in temperature how much is that? What is the final temperature? 100 degrees Celsius. And for 10 grams of water at 0 degrees Celsius, final temperature is 100 minus initial temperature is 0. So how much can we take that one? 10 into 100, isn't it? And so that is how much is required? 1000 calories is needed. Got it? If the change in temperature is given, and this formula we can use. And here the next one is that if the question is asked you, find, here is for find heat required. Find heat required for what purpose? For 10 grams of boiling water. Boiling water at what temperature? At 100 degrees Celsius to vapor at 100 degrees Celsius. How can we do this one? Then very simple, and here is a now. What is required? Heat is required. For what purpose? To convert boiling water 100 degrees Celsius to 100 degrees Celsius. Then what we discussed before, if temperatures are same, then what formula we can apply? We can apply Q is equal to ml vapor. That is equal to M value 10, L value vapor we know that is 540. Ultimately how much is that? 5400 calorie. Got it? So in this way, if it is the sum is given, so depending upon its temperatures, then we can convert this one. Okay, now let's come to this part. Okay, if it is asked you, then one question will be asked like this. Find, then this lengthy question, there are such type of questions may not be asked you because time also one of the factor. If find the amount of heat required, this question will be asked like this, and so I will write here, say find the amount of heat required to convert 10 grams of ice cubes to 100 degrees Celsius water vapor. See this question, very interesting. Find the amount of heat required to convert 10 grams of ice cubes at 0 degrees Celsius to 100 degrees Celsius water vapor. Ice cubes given with 0 degrees Celsius. You have to convert them into the vapor at 100 degrees Celsius. How much heat will be required? And don't rush to apply the formula immediately. Q is equal to MS delta T. As by seeing that sum, So there is a temperature difference is there, so we can apply? No. When, let us take a simple reason, if ice cubes 0 degree Celsius, when we heat it, then what will be happen? First, that ice cubes will convert into ice water. Then afterwards, when we are supplying heat, that ice water will becomes boiling water. Yes, and afterwards still when we are supplying heat, that boiling water will convert into the water vapor. See, this much process is there. So what you have to do now that time? So these are all formulas. What is we can take? Let us consider this is Q1, this is Q2, and this is a Q3. So we can take Q is equal to Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. So what are the values are there? And those are values, and I will write here 800 plus 1000 plus 5400. Put together how much will come? So here 1800. So this one will be 7200 calories will come. Okay, no? 7200 calories. So this is not the actual answer is. Okay, no confusion in this one. Now I hope that this one understood to you. Just now let us see this one. Find the amount of heat required to convert 10 grams of ice. So mass is given. Mass is how much is given? 10 grams of ice at 0 degree Celsius to water at 0 degree Celsius. So it has to be converted into the water. So that will be, what is that water? To water at ice water or boiling water are not given. So let's consider ice water. And see here, and T1 is equal to 0 degree Celsius. Boiling water is not given specifically. So then we can take water at 100 degree Celsius means, then what is the analogy we can write? So first ice cubes which state? That is a solid state. Then afterwards, then 0 degree Celsius, they will convert into the water. At what temperature? That is at 0 degree Celsius. And again this will, when we are heating that water will becomes into water again, that is 100 degree Celsius. And so what we should do? We have to apply 2 times the formula. This is a Q1 and this is a Q2. Do you understand that? If it is given 0 degree Celsius to water to 0 degree Celsius means, then we will use another formula. But it is asked 0 degree Celsius to water at 100 degree Celsius. So now let us take first Q1. Q1 is equal to, what is the Q1? That is 0 degree Celsius to 0 degree Celsius. How much is that? That is a ml. That is m value, how much is that? 10. L we know that is a 80. And so how much we got? That is a 80 calorie we got. 80. Okay, and not completed. The next one what we have to take? T1 is equal to, this time how much is that? 0 degree Celsius. T2 is how much is that? That is a 100 degree Celsius. And so T1 is 0 degree Celsius and T2 is equal to 100 degree Celsius. So then what formula we can apply? Q2 is equal to ms delta T formula we can apply. So m value how much is that? 1 into. So 10 is given. 10 into. S value 1 into delta T is a change in temperature. 100 minus 0, that will be 100. So that is how much is that? 1000. So total temperature how much is that? Total temperature will be, total temperature net temperature T net and total temperature, that is equal to what formula we can take? Q1 plus Q2. Total heat is taken. Total heat, not temperature, total heat. So how much is that one? Q1 plus Q2 in sense, then okay, I will write I will write here, there is a place, I will write here itself. Q is equal to Q1 plus Q2, that is equal to Q1 value how much is that? 80 plus Q2 value how much is that? 1000. Ultimately how much you will get? 1080 calories. Okay, no? In this way just we can do any sort of the sums. And mainly you remember this one, that is if the temperature is in between the two bodies are same, then we can take the Q is equal to ml. If different temperatures are there, Q is equal to ms delta T. Okay, no? And I take a screenshot of this one. It's most important model, and I hope that this session is very helpful for you. Please support me, and wish you all the best.